Yo, welcome back everybody. Hope you guys are having a nice day. I'm pretty excited to glop some more kids in the ladder, but before we get into the video, I did want to show off this. I'm enjoying it while it lasts. We've got a very nice 25-2 win-loss ratio. Probably not going to last forever though, so let's get into it. Oh geez. Gonna try to keep these videos shorter again. I'm liking the 20-minute sessions. I think they're working out nicely, so we're gonna keep that up. Alright, starting off here, we've got Butterfree. This could be Sash. A lot of times if Pokemon's in the lead slot, it usually is Sash. So knowing that, I kind of don't want to let this get slept, but at the same time, I don't have a lot to take it. So I will just throw off an Air Slash, maybe hoping for a flinch. As we see Hippowdon come in. So he definitely wants to get up his rocks, or he's going to fire off a Stone Edge. I think... Hippowdon's kind of annoying for our team. I'm thinking about working up and then Fire Blasting, but Hippowdon might just live that. Also, via Stone Edge is a really bad play, so I think that we should probably just pull a switch to Araquanid. As he does get up rocks. Not the biggest deal, since I have Heavy Duty Boots on Charizard. From this position, I can get up a Sticky Web. As he pulls a switch into Delmise, that's kind of annoying. He could definitely just spin away the hazards. And unfortunately, I do not have a Ghost type to stop that, so I gotta think about this play. Probably just gonna go into Skuntank. As we get hit by Anchor Shot and we just barely live. Crunch is probably the right play. We can get some damage on Hippowdon coming in and then taunt it to stop it from recovering. Because I doubt he's going to stay in with Delmise here. As we're actually going to see Hitmonlee. Okay. We get some pretty decent damage on that. Skuntank unfortunately dies to rocks, so we may as well just try to get off a Sucker Punch here. As we're able to do some nice damage there. And block spin in the process, which is really good. So I'm debating going into Charizard and working up on an anticipated switch. I kind of want to make that play. Because this thing probably has High Jump Kick, Rapid Spin, Mach Punch. They could run Edge. But I want to make the play. Yeah, I felt that. I definitely felt that. So it's very rare that I like to Dynamax early in a game, but I'm thinking that pushing the advantage right now is definitely the right call. So I'm actually just going to go ahead and Dynamax up here and throw off a Max Flare. And what this is going to do is essentially put us in a very commanding position with the Solar Power. And in turn, that's going to make it really easy to start getting some knockouts. Keldeo is revealed here, but thankfully we had that Sticky Web up, so we will be faster and be able to get off a Max Airstream. And I just now realized we're actually not even Solar Power. We are Blaze indeed. Not the worst thing, though. In fact, what I could do here is... I believe Max Flare will knock it out, even in the rain, thanks to the +1 special attack that we have. I'm gauging the damage here. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this will knock it out. As he actually goes for Max Guard, which is a really smart play by my opponent. So he'll be able to stall out our Dynamax here. But we can just follow it up in the next turn with a 100% accurate Earthquake. This will knock it out thanks to the +1 attack. Oh! Psych! Just kidding. It does not knock it out. I didn't want to risk Air Slash missing, but I think in hindsight I probably should have just gone for that. Not the worst though, because it looks like Hawlucha pretty much wins from here. So I think I will just pull a switch into that. As he goes Hitmonlee. So we can just go ahead and... I think I'm going to Swords Dance up, because I really don't mind if he gets off a Rapid Spin. Yeah, as he actually pulls a switch into Hatterene. And I'm not 100% sure if this knocks it out, so this is definitely a situation where I want to calc this. So let me go ahead and throw that information in here. I actually peeked around in the random battle chat today on Showdown, and it doesn't look like we have a calculator for Gen 8 randoms yet. So this should only take another second here or so. Alright, we are Brave Bird +2. So we've got a 62.5% chance to knock it out. I just don't think it's worth it because I'll be able to get up Nesty later, probably versus Hitmonlee. And then from there I can just win. But I'm also thinking about if I'll be able to win with another member here. Alright, I'm going to be an idiot and risk it because I don't care. As we thankfully get that roll. That's awesome for us. So, if Hitmonlee comes back in, that would say it has Fake Out, but since Dhelmise is the response, that probably means that this is game. So, we'll go ahead and get this pick up here. And I see what my opponent's trying to do now. He's definitely trying to stall for Brave Bird recoil, but I don't think we'll die from recoil here. Yeah, as we hang on with 1%, so that's pretty much going to be game. And that'll be game 1 for us. Awesome. Alright, game 2, we got my man Anthony G. Mars. What's up, dude? He's got a Pikachu lead. We know this thing's capable of. We saw that in the last video. I'm going to go ahead and pull a switch into Vikavolt here. I'll be able to avoid the 2-hit KO from Bolt Strike. Or not Bolt Strike, Volt Tackle. Feels like it's as strong as Bolt Strike. I'm like pretty sure we'll avoid the 2-hit KO. Vikavolt has some nice bulk. And even if we don't, I really think that Manabuzz is a valuable Pokemon to have in just about every game, so I don't want to lose this thing early. Anthony, bro, where are you at? What are you doing? Alright, he's made up his mind. He decided to click the electric move, as he should. Ooh, that's not good. Okay, things are getting a little dicey. Yeah, this thing, like, destroys me. I gotta go hard Hawlucha, I think. Because if it sets up a DD, it could get out of hand really fast. Yeah, and that's actually what the opposite to go for, so we can just throw off close combat now. I think he would know that we can just close combat, though. So I kind of want to SD, but the issue is that if I set up here and he just clicks an attack, then we just lose. So I don't want to risk that. And thankfully, we did not set up prematurely because he has a Corviknight, so we got to put in some work before we can break past that. What's annoying is this probably is U-turn, but I still need to go to Vikavolt anyway. As he actually ends up going for Roost, so we can go ahead and get up a Sticky Web now. That's going to help Gardevoir put in some work, because it isn't really the fastest Pokemon, and also help out Wishy-Washy too. Alright, so Wishcash comes in here. Do we have Energy Ball? I don't think we do. Oh, we do. Nice. Stone Edge might knock us out, but I really don't want to switch. I mean, I could switch into Manabuzz on this, but if it's a Dragon Dance, then... Well, that's the thing. I don't really see Manabuzz doing anything versus any other member of his team, so... I think Vikavolt might be helpful just to save it for Corviknight to get off a strong Thunderbolt. But I kind of just want an Energy Ball. Yeah. Okay, as he does end up going for Dragon Dance. So we get that play right. Now we're in a really good position. Pikachu does outspeed us, but I don't think it knocks us out with any one attack. And since T-Chart came in on webs, we can actually get off a Volt Switch. Probably going to go into Wishy-Washy on this. as that edge still does a lot. Tyranitar really is like the GOAT Pokemon. I mean, it's been OU every single generation since debut. It's probably one of my favorite pseudos. I'm thinking here we should probably go for Scald. I mean, if we get a burn, that'd be great. As Corviknight's going to come back out. And we do get a burn. Excellent. We got hot water today, gentlemen. And Anthony does not want any of this smoke, so he's going to dip. I'll try to get 2 more. Hopefully this battle doesn't take like 10 years. So a pretty scary lead on both ends here. But it looks like we've got a really good team for the most part. Cherim the OG. Love this Pokemon. So from this position, I probably just want to set up a Calm Mind. Scout what he wants to go for. As he opts to throw off a Will-O-Wisp. I don't know about that play. Because from here I can just throw off a Moongeist Beam. No need to get premature and Dynamax this early. As Blue Flare doesn't do too much. And that's looking like a solid 2-hit KO. So I'm comfortable throwing off another one of those. Alternatively, I can go for Photon Geyser, maybe expecting a switch out into like a normal type. So I will actually do that, just in case. As luckily we were able to beat the Reshiram one-on-one. So I think turn 1 he should have gone for Blue Flare because he would have been able to get a 3-hit KO on us, but I understand him Will-O-Wisping. It covered if I switched out into like a defensive answer to Reshiram. Alright, Dracozolt coming out. Probably gonna have to sack off Cherim. As thankfully we dodged the Volbeak. That's really good for us. So I'll just go ahead and throw off a Leech Seed. As unfortunately my opponent misses again, and he is Scarf. But that probably would have only done about half to this thing. So I'll go ahead and throw off a Dazzling Gleam. As he pulls a switch into Toxapex. And I could actually sub up on this, but I really don't want him getting up like too many layers. It's going to be really annoying for Zamazenta and for Lanoon. I could trick the Scarf away on Rotom, but Scarf might be valuable late game. I don't know what else he has. So I think I will just play it a little bit more passively and go ahead and get up a substitute. As we dodge a Toxic, and we can now throw off a Leech Seed and then start whittling him down with Energy Balls. As Ninjask is going to come out. So this thing has Infiltrator. It can go right through the sub. So we'll actually just go ahead and pull a switch to Rotom and then throw off a Volt Switch from there. Alright, so Throw is revealed. I think I want to go back into Necrozma and throw off a Photon Geyser since I don't see a resist. The only crappy part is that I'm pretty sure Throw lives this. Like, Throw is very bulky. Yeah, he just barely is able to hang on and kill us with Payback. But that's good because now we basically pick up a KO with Rotom, and if he switches out, then we have initiative and we can pick what to go into. Alright, so from here, I think I will send out probably Cherim. If he goes back into Ninjask, it's not too big of a deal. I do have the Rotom there. Funnily enough, Ninjask actually looks like the biggest threat to the team right now. So I will just pull that switch. If he SDs up, I might have to Dynamax with Rotom. As we see him go for Night Slash. He is fishing for the crits. What a fiend. Volt Switch pretty free here. And we already know this thing is Scarf. So I'm debating how I want to play around this. Because I believe that Hustle Aerial Ace might knock out Cherim, but I don't really know what my other like counterplay is to that. Just gonna Dazzling Gleam for damage, I think. As Outrage comes out, okay. So hopefully we can get a very blessed dodge. Like, I want that Outrage to land right here. Crazy. Alright. So much for that. I think Zamazenta outspeeds this. I wish I could do math, but I can't. Alright, let's think. 166 times 1.5. 83, so 249 is his speed stat. So we do outspeed with Zamazenta, and we can just Revenge Kill it here with the close combat. Or Psychic Fangs, which I think is better in the long run. So I will go for that. Yep. Psychic Fangs doesn't really allow Toxapex in, and it would have hit Ninjask, but he couldn't even switch to Ninja, so I don't know what I'm talking about. Basically, I don't want Toxapex coming out. So here I kind of want to just throw off an attack, because again, I feel like Ninjask is the bigger threat. This Pokemon's not going to be very helpful versus Toxapex, and Hydreigon can deal with Toxapex, so yeah, as I figured he might want to SD, this was kind of the make or break moment for him, so he will most likely Dynamax here. So I'm just going to have to sack this off. I could sack Lanoon. Kind of thinking about this one. I think we just sack this. As we actually live, wow. That's the Dauntless Shield coming in clutch. Really great abilities that these main legendaries have. So we'll just go ahead and get off of Psychic Fangs. Do a good chunk to that. And then from here, I believe we should just... Like, the only reason I'm hesitating to click Thunderbolt is in case he has something that can set up in the back versus that. Volt Switch most likely knocks this out. If it doesn't, that's pretty bad, but I can just go into Hydreigon and then set up a nasty plot. Thankfully, we are able to pick that off, so I will go into Hydreigon because it puts on the most pressure. As it's Marshadow last. That is bad. That is really not good. So he probably wants to Dynamax to avoid the defense drops from close combat. Yeah, this probably just wins. I gotta think about this. Well, we know Rotom always outspeeds because of Scarf. If we Dynamax, we probably take close combat. And then if he doesn't Dynamax in response, we basically put him in range of repeated Volt Switches from Rotom. So I think we want to actually Dynamax here, just to negate any attack boost that he's getting. So I will make that play. As he bulks up. It's a little greedy, dude. So we can just throw off another Max Wormwind, and that's probably game. Yeah. I respect him going for that play in case I, like, choked. But luckily I thought about it a little bit and, like, made sense that this is the right course of action. So we will get one more game, just because these have been going by pretty quick. Oh no. This Pokemon is so scary. I really fear the day that this Pokemon gets released because it is such a threat. You just can't kill it. It's like unkillable. And it looks like this thing is going to have a field day versus my team. So I'll pull a switch into Pex as he clicks the good move. Sensible play. So I think I want to get up a T-Spike. Although, fishing for a burn might not be a bad idea. As unfortunately, we do not get one, so we'll pull a switch into Mandibuzz here. This leads me to believe that he does not have Thunder Punch. So I'll actually taunt here, expecting another Thunder Wave to come out. As in this time, he decides to just Ice Punch. So we're actually able to wall that off pretty nicely. I will Roost up first, as now Double Iron Bash is coming out. Yeah, this Pokemon is like impossible to deal with. We're probably gonna have to sack something to it. Probably gonna be more Pico. I'll throw off one Foul Play. That does nothing. Dude, this thing is so annoying. I think this is the game we lose, honestly. Focus Blast from Kira might knock it out. That's a pretty insane play to make, though. I don't know. I think we kind of have to go for it, because this Pokemon can't knock it out, and we'll just get Thunder Wave. This Pokemon will lose to it one-on-one. Toxapex will lose one-on-one. Let's calc Focus Blast. So I need to know Melmetal's stats. Actually, it might be in the calculator here already. Yeah, it is. Okay, thank goodness. So, all right, Kyurem. So levels are 80 and 80 respectively. I feel like this should knock it out, because Melmetal has a more exploitable special defense stat. But I don't like that I'm already like forced to even consider this as an option. We'll just give it +1 for the choice specs. Yeah, so it does knock it out. So let's also check Earth Power then. 76 to 90. So that's a really in our favor roll. The only way we really lose this is if he Dynamaxes. But based on this roll, I think I'm just going to go for Earth Power. As thankfully we get it. Alright, so not the worst position. Toxapex is paralyzed, but it can still do what it does, which is never die. So we're going to see Surfetched come out. I'll go Pex as a pivot. On Knockoff, that's probably Life Orb or maybe Banded. I'm going to go ahead and set up a T-Spike here as he Dynamaxes. Okay. He is going for game. Kind of wish I'd recovered, but hindsight's 20/20. I'll go more Pico on another Airstream as he actually goes for Knuckle. Good play by my opponent. So I'm going to go ahead and protect with Glaceon here. Oh, this thing is Scrappy. Oh, that's right. Okay. Wow, this game is really going bad. Poltergeist can win late game, though. Definitely haven't been playing this the best, but we'll make it work. I think if anything is to be sacked here, it's going to be probably Glaceon. Let's calc something real quick. I want to know if Kyurem knocks out Surfetched. Actually, no, this thing's faster, though. Oh. This game might just be over. Unless we Dynamax with Kyurem. Yeah, this is really bad. Okay, I think no matter what, though, we have to sack Glaceon. Yeah, I really got to think about this because I don't want to lose, but I think I've already lost, actually. So we're gonna, unfortunately, have to sack Glaceon. As he... Oh, so he's still locked into knockoff. Okay. That's actually easier for us to deal with. Because I believe Pex... Well, +2 with a band, too. No, we won't take that. Yeah, this is bleak. I think we have to go into Kyurem and Dynamax. That's like the only way I see us getting out of this situation. So we'll throw off a Max Wormwind. As unfortunately we get crit. But we can finish this off in the next turn with a Max Quake, get a Spidef boost. So we're going to have to really rely on Poltergeist and Toxapex for the carry. As Hydreigon comes out, and that's not what I wanted to see. So, I think... I think we have to just go for it with Poltergeist. Yeah, this game is definitely over. I don't really know what I could have done differently. I guess probably not sacking half my team to Surfetched would have been a good idea, and also maybe recovering on it. So, I'm just trying to think if there's any possible way to get around this. I don't think there is. So, we're just going to have to hope that he chokes. He should switch out here, yeah. Okay, so... Shadow Ball doesn't even knock this out. There's no point trying to outplay Sucker Punch. I'll just take the loss, yeah. There was no way to win this game, is the way I see it. So, we're going to definitely lose this one. So, good game to my opponent. And I think that's going to be it for this live. Hate ending it on a loss, but, you know, obviously this shows that you can't win them all. So, a little bit of humility there. Thanks for tuning in, guys. That's going to be it for this episode. And stay tuned for the next one. Peace.